The Valhalla Project helps military veterans and first responders suffering from PTSD. On March 27th, they'll be holding the first of 6 5-day residential programs at beautiful Cave Springs Camp in Lincoln. Graham Bettis joins us. Graham, how long has this program been going on?
This program has been going on for approximately 2 years. This will be the fourth residential cohort we've been able to deliver. COVID really threw a hiccup into our program delivery, so we were only able to deliver 3 residential cohorts in the last 2 years, unfortunately.
Participants will spend 5 days at Cave Springs Camp. What exactly will they be doing?
They'll be going over a number of things. The first is an education and awareness as we show them various aspects of their injury and how it really affects them. And we try to normalize the injury for them. We also go over a number of coping mechanisms that they may or may find appropriate for them and that they can incorporate into their daily life.
You use the term injury, and that's what people have to understand is that PTSD is a work-related injury.
Oh, absolutely. There's actually presumptive legislation now for first responders in that if you are diagnosed with PTSD, you don't have to necessarily point to a specific incident. It is just presumed in the legislation that it's deemed that you were to have suffered that injury during the course of your employment.
Can I ask how many people approximately are suffering from PTSD from their military or first responder service? Is it a large number?
The most recent statistics is that upwards to 20% of first responders and military personnel suffer or have been diagnosed with PTSD.
Many of the people that will attend Cave Springs Camp will be bringing their service dogs with them as well, correct?
Yes, we have no barriers to treatment as far as we're concerned. And indeed, one of the lifestyle aspects that sufferers from PTSD should consider is whether or not a service dog can be part of their lifestyle and can assist them in the way they manage their injury.
Can you give us a few more details about some of the sessions that will take place at Cave Springs?
The first thing that we start off is kind of a suicide awareness session. And then how depression and anxiety manifest. And that's kind of a very much a group session. And we try to get buy-in from everybody of how anxiety manifests to them. And as part of that, we immediately show them how to establish a support network. At several times in the day, they can have that conversation in a stigma-free way with others that are also knowledgeable, so that if they are elevated or they are highly depressive or unfortunately their suicide level is kind of moving up on that scale, that there's other people that they've already had a conversation with, and we're already starting to access options like, have you spoken to your therapist today? And maybe they can get you a little bit more on track and stuff like that. And then, if it does get to the point where there is a time where we do have to end up at the hospital, it's done in a very managed way, drama free. The days of old, you were always kind of kicking and screaming, finding your way into that hospital. Our members have the knowledge and the awareness of what's going on with their injury, that when it does get to those very drastic times where they are feeling suicidal, they can find themselves safely to a place of refuge, such as a hospital, where all the mechanisms are there in order to support them. Step by step, we go over each of the diagnostic symptoms of the injury. This usually creates a lot of light bulb and aha moments as we kind of show how each of these symptoms kind of impacts them on a regular basis. And people kind of get an understanding like, oh, I didn't realize that was a facet of my injury. I was able to write that off to other areas of my employment, like sleep disturbances. Well, maybe that's shift work. Irritability. Well, we did a lot of calls last night. So all the different aspects can kind of one by one be written off, but in their totality, it really kind of shows in your face.